Hey, I'm Matt. You're watching Truth Snack. This channel exists to help you discuss what really matters in life. And today I'm fighting a cold, but I still wanted to share with you guys 3 ways that I think we all need to stay curious. So today is April 2nd. Yesterday was April Fool's, and it was a bumper year for businesses and corporations putting out fake products. So Lockheed Martin is not putting out a perfume that smells like space, even though that's hilarious. And McDonald's is not putting out dips that are flavored like their shakes, even though I think that could taste good. But my favorite fake product is that Google is not putting out a device that can speak to flowers, but their video is incredibly convincing. And that leads me to the first way that we all need to stay curious, which is that we need to fact check the internet every single day. One of my favorite speakers named Abdu Murray, he works with RZIM, he says that April Fools shouldn't be the only day that we fact check what we see online. And that's totally true. Before we like something or comment on it or share it or endorse it, we should be looking around the internet and elsewhere to see what other people are saying. For sure, we should at least be using the 24-hour rule. And I know maybe it wasn't like that when you were a kid, but I'm sorry. In the 21st century, I think that we all need to be fact checking the internet every single day. Okay, the second way that I think we all need to stay curious is by defining words. Not when we're using them, that would be just pretentious, but if someone says something that you don't understand, go to Google later and type in define pretentious, and then you're gonna understand people better when they're speaking. And I haven't necessarily found that defining words on Google has made my lexicon more robust. See what I did there? I don't necessarily use those words in real life, but it does help me understand people better. And I define words on Google probably 3 or 4 times a week. The other thing you can do is if someone uses a word you don't understand, it takes a little bit of humility, but you can just ask them what they mean and they'll tell you. And sometimes they won't even be sure. And so it starts a great conversation. Okay, the third thing that I think we all need to be curious about is our own worldview. Sometimes I see memes like this online and I feel kind of sad because it presents religion as this thing that suppresses questions. But the research shows that it's not tough questions that make people walk away from their faith. It's feeling like they're not allowed to ask those questions. And so they bury them, they stuff them way down deep and they never ask them. And that's destructive to our faith. So if you have questions about your own worldview, that's an okay thing. Do good research and reach out to people you trust who are gonna help you find good answers to those questions. Now, when you're curious about your own worldview, you're also gonna become curious about what it is other people think. And then you're gonna be ready when they have questions about your worldview, and that's all of a good thing. We need to stay curious about what it is we believe and why. In the name of curiosity, here is this week's question. Is there a topic that you're curious about that you find most people aren't? I've pinned my answer to the top of the comment section below. Be sure to go down and give your response as well. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to Truth Snack, and I'll see you next week.